Much for being with us here today. You know, when you get to the month of September, it seems like not only does the calendar change, but folks start to think differently about their year. And one of those things they think differently is fall is here, and fall generally has a lot of festivals, a lot of activities, and that certainly is the case around these parts. Indiana Borough Police Chief Justin Schawl is with us this morning. And Chief Schawl joins us from the Borough Police, presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm, best personal injury lawyer, 4 years in a row now, in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here today. It really is true. We've got all kinds of events that happen in the fall, and we'll have homecoming coming up, and Oktoberfest is on the way. There are great things that happen in our downtown area and all throughout the town, the campus and everything. Borough Police like to make their presence known, and everybody seems to be on their best behavior so far.
Well, yeah, I mean, if summer wasn't busy enough for everybody, here comes fall. And it's good to have everybody back. But we have schools in full swing. We have IUP in full swing. Mm-hmm. As you mentioned, we have some larger events coming up in the fall. We start this Friday with audience of one, and then we're going to roll into homecoming. And then we end the season. There are a few others in between, but then we are going to end the season with the It's Wonderful Life parade and festival, which is always a significant event. So thousands and thousands of people coursing through town, or more people coursing through town, which we didn't have over the summer. But I would say that the summer was busy also. So no rest for the weary, I suppose. But we're all going to get through it together.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I want to talk about a very serious topic. We had a school shooting in Minnesota. In Minneapolis, and at the same time, in a related way, we've gotten much more familiar with the term swatting than we would like to be, and that is when there is a phone call made and a threat made that there's something happening or something has happened, and that causes police to scramble and puts a lot of people in danger, at risk, and so I want to talk about that with you and police response. Let's start first of all with the swatting incidents that have been reported. None here in Indiana County that I'm aware of, but around the college communities across the nation, and how dangerous those things are.
Yeah, well, extremely dangerous. And thank you for letting me speak on that topic. I will say that Indiana's not immune, and we haven't been immune to a fictitious report or two. Fortunately, it hasn't created a large-scale amount of chaos for anyone. But, the thing with swatting is that it comes in as a call for emergent help. Mm-hmm. And so we respond, as we always would, to a call for emergent help. And depending on what that report is, that's the response that you get: police, fire, EMS, partners. And so swatting is not something that we determine on face value. Swatting is a term that's used for something that we find after we arrive. Mm-hmm. So, I think that we're better vested to talk about our emergency response and, how we prepare for acts of violence in our community and acts of violence in our schools. And then if something is determined to be a fictitious report, then we seek to investigate who created that report. And with all that we can do, we try to get that person successfully prosecuted and put in jail, hopefully for a long time, because there's a special place and an unpleasant place for somebody that does something like that. And so it puts everybody's life in danger. It creates an unnecessary anxiety. It taxes our resources. It stresses our partners. It stresses our families. It increases anxiety in our community. Those are all things that we're trying desperately and diligently to avoid, and so that's where we stand with swatting.
It's lights and sirens the moment the call comes in, and racing to the scene. You don't want an accident in that way, because anytime you do something like that, you go into emergency mode. The risk is increased, and then on scene, if somebody makes a false move or a move that they didn't even intend to make. That can escalate a situation that has no reason for existing in the first place, but then to elevate that risk is even more dangerous.
Yeah, and I think if I could guarantee against tragedy or strife as your chief of police, I would be in a much better position than I sit here today, because I know that despite every best effort of anyone in the entire world, we can't guarantee against something terrible or tragic from happening. But what we can do is we can prepare as best as we can, and with our partners to eliminate that possibility, or to reduce greatly that possibility, which is why our partnership with the school district is an incredible resource, not only for the police department, but I believe for the school district. I say that as a parent and as a professional. Our partnership with our partners, the DA's office, the state police, the sheriff's department, IEP police department. I mean, these are incredibly strong partnerships that increase the safety of everyone in our community, and certainly necessary resources. Policing, we have to get there safely to be of help to anybody. Mm-hmm. So to your point about when a call comes in and it's an emergency, and lights and sirens, could be police, fire, or EMS, are racing towards a scene or getting there as quickly as they can, they have to arrive safely. Because if we can't arrive safely, we can't arrive. Mm-hmm. And if we can't arrive, we can't help. So job one is getting there as quickly as possible, as safely as possible. Job two is assessing what we have in front of us and immediately subduing the threat, or attempting to track down where the emergency is that we might be responding to, because it's not all. It doesn't have to be an incident. An emergent incident doesn't have to be an active threat. There are lots of emergencies out there, but getting there safely is first.
Are there opportunities that you as a police force have to physically practice school shootings, large group gatherings, and events of that nature?
Yes, we train all the time. We train in different platforms. We train with each other. We train with partners. That's what we do. And that's, the reality is that everyone in a police, fire, and EMS uniform has lived through tragedies that haven't ever occurred, because we're training as if a tragedy has occurred. Mm-hmm. So over and over again, we're dealing with these things that fortunately we've been able to keep away from our community. But no, every first responder is very skilled and very well trained in responding to emergencies and active threats. But that doesn't mean that we should rest. Sure. We have to keep training. We have to keep finding best training. We have to find a way to get everybody in a police department through training, because, being 24/7, 365, not everyone can attend training at the same time. Mm-hmm. And so those are all challenges of our profession. Sure. But we navigate them. We've been navigating them forever, and we're going to continue to navigate them forever.
One of the interesting things to me is you've got the Indiana Area School District, which falls within the boundaries of the Indiana Borough Police. But should there be a campus event that would happen, that to me is even more complicated, because there are so many buildings there, and you have to have at least a passing knowledge of each one of them.
Yeah, well, it's a challenge, but we have full faith and confidence in the IEP Police Department, and full faith and confidence in our partners at the State Police, and again, the Sheriff's Department. And we need them to have full faith and confidence in us. So when emergency arises, we're familiar with the layout of our community. We're familiar with the layout of campus, and we know that our partners will get us to the right place when they need our assistance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. All right. So when you get to this time of the year, campus fills up with students. The population of Indiana basically doubles, and more people come, and then people come to visit them over weekends. Does that change the personnel formula for Borough Police over the fall months and the spring months?
Well, it does, but lots of things do. And what I mean by that is that we're always reacting to something, and so we're staffed to take care of large scale events. We have special staffing for homecoming. We have special staffing for high school football games. We have special staffing for weekends of increased activity. But that doesn't mean that generally we turn ourselves on our head. We have an established roster. We have established assignments that have been proven to be effective, and so we follow that game plan. Try and give our officers the highest quality of life that they can have, while they're ensuring the highest quality of life that everyone else can have in the community. So we are bolstered on occasions where we know we're going to need to be bolstered.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. All right, so Borough Police continue to do what they do, and to provide for the community the security, the safety, and the comfort that you want everybody to have in their daily lives. It's wonderful to be able to live a life without the feeling that you are in danger every moment you step outside your door.
Yes, and it it takes a village to accomplish that. It takes everyone to accomplish that, actually. So, we're honored and humbled to be a part of that service, but it takes us all. And we're just very pleased that our community steps up and always has stepped up to support first responders.
Yeah.
Yep.
Terrific stuff. That's, when you figure the cooperation, but just the teamwork with Indiana Fire when they get a call.
Yes.
You're there for them, even if it's just to ensure that they get out of the station on time and there are no traffic concerns, but going to the scene of wherever it is that they're going, if that's called for. Same with Citizens Ambulance, if they have to show up in the middle of the night at somebody's house.
Well, that's right. Emergencies in Indiana Borough get, police, fire, EMS in combination. Whatever the need is, we're there. And so we have it's a very complex system, but it's a system that we do well, and it's a great benefit to our community.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, continued success on the start to
Thank
the
you.
new academic year at the high school and the college levels, and we'll hope that we continue to hear good things.
Yes, all good things. Very exciting. Thank you.
He's Indiana Borough Police Chief Justin Schawl with us here this morning. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. You've got, in fact, coming up on Friday, there will be more people in town because we've got IUP college football. Or Thursday, I should say, Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night. That's right.
Gracious. Goes fast, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's Indiana in the Morning. It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Coming up at the top of the hour, a couple of moments away from now, it will be Fox News, and then Josh Widdison is back with us from the WCCS newsroom. And on the way in our next hour, we've got the folks from the Cookport Fair joining us and Eric Neal from the YMCA.